Take our quick autism test. Question 1. I prefer to do things on my own rather than with others. I disagree. I would rather do stuff with people.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like doing stuff alone.
What is stuff?
Like cleaning my room.
So you like doing that with other people? Why?
So they can help me do it.
If you want Nick to eat this month, subscribe.
But they don't.
They're not going to subscribe then.
Lose weight.
I'm on top of the world.
Okay, so the things you enjoy doing, like watching TV, do you prefer to do that on your own or with others?
Watching television?
Yeah.
I would prefer to watch it with other people.
Really?
Not you, because you're always like, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Because you're never paying attention, and you want me to like, summarize it, and I have to like tell you everything because you're always on your phone. I don't prefer to do things on my own. No, I like to be with people. So I disagree. Next one. I prefer doing things the same way. For instance, my morning routine or trip to the supermarket. Oh, I absolutely, definitely agree. I love doing stuff the same way. I find myself becoming strongly absorbed in something, even obsessional. I mean, I like to grind games. Does that count? Like, I like to grind Apex, or does that count? I think it's kind of, I don't really come obsessed. Lost Ark. Is that an obsession? You spent $17,000. Yeah, but is that an obsession, though? I guess we can go with agree here. I am very sensitive to noise. Yeah, no. Sometimes people say I am being rude, even though I think I'm being polite. No one ever says that I'm rude. Lying? I'm not lying. Malena, am I rude?
Not that I know of.
Okay, right. So we can disagree, right?
I mean, you were kind of shitting on my mom's food.
When?
When she made it here. You didn't eat it. You're like holding your hands like this, and like you didn't want to try anything.
I disagree.
Yeah, the spectrum is large, but you're
thank you.
poking fun when Nick clearly does not have traits that affect his life. He's fine. So you're saying that you know how Nick acts off stream. You know how Nick does this, Nick does that. You don't know that Nick eats the same 3 sorts of food, can't handle texture, gets severely upset when things doesn't go his way, to the way that he throws like a tantrum. Stop, we're trying to educate ourselves on this.
Someone said I have man-child syndrome. Is that part of this test? I find it easy to imagine what characters from a book look like. I don't know. I don't even know how to read a book. I find it easy to talk in groups of people. Yeah, it's easy. I'm more interested in finding out about things than people. I don't even understand this question. I am more interested in finding out about things. What does things mean? Like objects? Cars more than people. Well, I don't really care about people, but I love serial killers. Sorry. I don't love serial killers. I love learning about serial killers. That didn't make sense. Isn't that crazy?
I kind of feel bad for you to immediately assume that being autistic is a negative thing, because a lot of good things does come with autism as well. Like, you can get very into something and become like very good at it. Like, there are people who are rich who are autistic. Like, how can you like get something and like so into that and so hung up on it and want to be that good on it without being some sort of special? It's not always a negative thing to be autistic. Like, you gotta stop.
I find numbers, dates, and strings of information fascinating. True. I prefer non-fiction books and films to fiction. Is fiction things that are not true?
Harry Potter fiction, documentaries about serial killers, non-fiction.
I agree. I like non-fiction books. I find it upsetting that if my daily routine is upset or changed. Okay, you've taken this test before because you just said that like 30 minutes ago.
What? No.
I mean, it's true.
I'm just aware of it.
I definitely agree. I hate my routines all fucked up. I hate it. It's difficult for me to understand other people's facial expressions and body language. No, I'm really good at reading people's facial expressions and body languages. I can tell when people are uncomfortable. That's why I make Pogo jokes. I can tell deep down Maya thinks I'm hilarious. So that's why I disagree with this. I don't have any problems making small talk with new people. I mean, I have somewhat problems with it just because like I don't care about new people and what they have to say. So I get super bored really quickly talking with new people because I have all the friends I need. It's very rare that I find someone else that I really want to talk to. It's just I have all the friends I need. I'm just gonna I don't have any problems with it, but I don't like it, so I'm just gonna disagree. I notice very small changes in a person's appearance. I guess we can slightly agree. I guess. When I was young, I used to play lots of let's pretend or imaginary games. I did do a lot of that when I was younger. I had 2 bears, Bear, New Bear. I'd pretend they were like hockey players and football stars, and I did a whole bunch of shit when I was a kid. Yeah. I like collecting information about things I'm interested in. Oh yeah, who doesn't like collecting information about things they're interested in? The hell is this question? I like meeting new people. I don't. I really, truly, it's not that I don't like it. I don't care to meet new people. Does that make sense? So I disagree. People close to me say I talk about the same things repeatedly. Okay, they do say that. But that's because I forget that I've said it already. Obviously, I wouldn't say things more than once if I remembered that I said it. GTR, guys, you bring that up. I find it easy to work out what people are thinking or just feeling by looking at their facial expressions. How can anyone answer this question?
Can you tell if someone's sad if they have a face? Like what
Yeah.
face is someone doing when they're sad?
Yeah, I'm very good at this.
Okay, how?
Well, I can tell that people are upset and how they're feeling, very quickly. Like, it's just a talent I have. I'm very good at it.
Really?
Yeah. I can tell that you are in constant agony. New social situations make you feel anxious. I don't ever really feel anxious. It's important to me to carefully plan any activities I'm going to do. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Nick.
What?
You just said you don't like doing new things. You don't like trying new things.
Yeah, I don't, but they don't make me feel
same old
anxious.
comfortable thing.
No, it's true. Okay. Do you remember when we were on stage at DreamHack? Remember this DreamHack cringe?
Take me by my hand, please be trouble. Oh my god.
Chance was freaking out over the DreamHack situation on stage. He was nervous, he was sweating, he was anxious. I have never been on stage before, and I wasn't anxious at all. I didn't care about it at all. I'm not gonna feel anxious. I'm not gonna want to be there, but I'm not anxious about it. Someone says you are just an asshole. So what if we take this test and it comes back and all it says is asshole? That'd be pretty funny. I find it hard to work out what people's intentions are. No, I am really good at finding people's intentions. Like, I can look at someone and I can know what their entire life goals are and what they want and their insecurities. It's like a super trait. So I disagree. I would find it really hard to play imaginary games with children. Man, I'm going to be honest. I really can't even answer this question because I don't think about children. I don't know. I just slightly disagree. I'm a good diplomat and I can ease difficult social or work situations. What do you guys think, chat? They call me fence sitter Polom. I'm really good at sitting on a fence. What do you think, Malena? I don't know. It's very hard to do these things yourself.
This is not learning about autism. They call him autistic every single day. They're making fun of him. I disagree. I think the questions here are somehow correlated to autism, and you can somehow learn something from just looking at someone doing this test, like the social things and just stuff like that.
I am often the last person to understand a joke. Wrong. I'm always the first one to understand it. I like doing things spontaneously. I hate spontaneousness. If I'm interrupted doing something, I find it hard to get back to what I was doing beforehand. Maybe a little bit of agree for this one. I notice patterns and things all the time. Yes.
Hey, don't finish it. Someone said the site is down, so we might get the IP thing up.
I have some very strong interests and get upset if I can't pursue them. True. I can tell if someone I'm talking to is getting bored. I don't think anyone gets bored talking to me. But
so you haven't noticed that ever?
Right. But you think of this way, This is a trick question. Because what if people aren't bored with me?
So can you tell? Do you think you can tell? Or do you think
I think I would be able to tell.
Okay.
But
you don't notice it?
Everyone gets so excited to talk to me all the time.
But you don't notice it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to slightly agree. Here's my results. I mean, this doesn't mean anything, does it? What should we do now? The assessment for autism is very in-depth and will go into great detail. You may therefore consider a full assessment will help for you. Is that what we should do? Should we try and get a full assessment? I don't think I'm autistic.
Nick,
I prefer to do things on my own rather than with other. Kinda, sometimes, depends what it is. I prefer doing things the same way, for instance, my morning routine or trip to the supermarket. No, I don't have a routine, much. I find myself becoming strongly absorbed in something, even obsessional. Sometimes.
That is a strongly agree.
Like what?
The project you're working on, ARMA, losing weights, like you name it, whenever you do anything, you just always go 110% to it.
Yeah, okay, sure. Sometimes. I'm very sensitive to noise and wear earplugs to cover my ears in certain situations. No.
What? You're always like, oh, the TV's too loud. I can't.
Listen here, just because I don't want to hear about these old fuckers talking about Damon Green or the disrespectful whatever he's doing on ESPN every fucking night to where I can't fall asleep, and you having to listen to these ads every 5 minutes doesn't mean I'm hypersensitive to noise, okay? And you chewing louder than a dishwasher when I'm in the same room doesn't mean I'm hypersensitive to noise. That just means I don't want to listen to that disgusting sloshing. Okay? I'm completely fine with other noises. Sometimes people say I'm being rude, even though I think I'm being polite. No, I know I'm rude. I'm sorry. I'm just a very blunt person.
No. You think you're being polite, Malena, but you're not.
So here's what I was doing while you were doing this test. I was letting you do your test yourself. When I found something where I thought you were maybe answering wrong, I asked you some questions about it to make sure that you thought about it. You are putting words in my mouth and trying to change the answers. So I'm still gonna answer exactly the way that I think. I'll just go in the middle. I find it easy to imagine what characters from a book might look like. I'm good at this. I find it easy to talk in groups of people. Yeah, I don't see an issue with this. Like, I'm always loud, obnoxious in groups where people are like, why is woman speaking? I'm more interested in finding out about things than people. No. I find numbers, dates, and strings of information fascinating. No, I'm not really into the astrology shit and stuff. I can't see myself being fascinated by numbers, dates, and strings. I prefer non-fiction books to, and no, I like fiction. I really like, just fiction movies. I find it upsetting if my daily routine is upset or changed. This is like a double-edged sword, because one thing that will happen a lot is I have something planned one day, like something important, and Nick makes plans for me without telling me. Now that shit gets on my nerves, but I don't have a certain routine that I have to do every day except from like wake up, drink coffee. I don't have beep 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 beep. If not, my day is ruined. So I disagree with that. It's difficult for me to understand other people's facial expressions and body language. Yeah. It depends why I'm talking to them and what I'm meeting them for. If I'm talking to them in a business sense, sure. If I'm talking to like a friend of someone that I'm meeting for the first time, I don't really have an issue with this unless I don't want to be around them.
Someone said objection hearsay.
I noticed very small changes in a person's appearance. Yeah, sure. You cut your hair, you did this, you did that, you got lip injections, I can tell. When I was young, I used to play lots of Let's Pretend or imaginary games.
You still do.
Yes, let's pretend that we're happy on stream.
You know, Malena, you should take a Am I a Bad Person test. You should take that one next, and we'll see where you end
right
up on
after
that one.
you, loser. I like to collect information about things I'm interested in. No, I'm not going to sit through a TV show and browse Wikipedia and figure out the answer before.
Why are you making fun of me like that? That was a shot towards me.
I don't like collecting information, but I like collecting things. Yeah, I mean, sure, at some way, but like not a lot, you know? Like I gotta read about plants to be able to make them survive, but not on like a level to where what type of air filtration system do I have to get for my plants, you know? So sure. I like meeting new people. No. People close to me say I talk about the same things repeatedly.
Norway,
No.
Spain, Norway, Spain, Norway, Spain, Norway, Spain.
Well, people close to me say I talk about the same things repeatedly. No, but he just says I talk too much. I don't really talk to.
Norway, Spain, drama. XQC.
I find it easy to work out what people are thinking or feeling just by looking at their facial expressions. New social situations make me feel anxious. Yeah. It's important to me to carefully plan activities that I'm going to. No. I find it hard to work out what people's intentions are. Yeah, I'm very gullible. I would find it really hard to play imaginary games with children. Yeah, I don't like children. I'm very good diplomat that can help ease difficult or social work situations. Not anymore. I'm bitter. I can though. Not when it comes to Twitch. I'm often the last person to understand a joke. Yeah. I like doing things spontaneously. Yeah. If I'm interrupted doing something, I find it hard to get back to what I was doing beforehand. Yes. I notice patterns in things all the time. No. I have some very strong interest and get upset if I can't pursue them.
Spain, Norway, Spain.
That has
Plants.
nothing to do with that.
cat tree.
I can tell if someone I'm talking to is getting bored. Yes, I can. And I am...
But you keep talking.
Yeah, that's the thing. But I stop. Like, I've stopped doing that.
All right,
Yep.
once you answer this, go full
Yep.
screen. Because it's gonna
Yep.
it's gonna load. Go full screen. Oh.
Oh. 12?
You got a lower score than I did.
I got a common result.
What? I had 17 and you had 12?
People are saying that I'm lying. You don't know me off stream, so... just
How
shut
am
the
I
fuck
more
up.
autistic than Malena according to this test? Malena's literally... Who's resubbed? Jay Schlatt.